Hey guys, good evening everyone. Welcome to the part 2 of our daily stock market insights. And you might be wondering, in our first video today, it was abruptly stopped because I had a phone call. Anyway, I stopped at Dito. So in today's episode, I am going to start with Dito, and I will also add the other requests. Okay, so we have from Samuel, PNB, and MBT. I'm gonna add that. Uh, Sai also commented, nagbenta na ako ng kambing, baka manok para bumili na dito. Let's see. I'm not really sure what your objective is, Sai. If you're a long-term investor, malayo pa. Malayo pang pwedeng marating ng dito. But let's take a look at how it is panning out in terms of short term. Okay, for traders, saan mas maigi bumili at bumenta. Okay, for Gloria said CNPF and ALLHC. Let me add that as well. ALLHC. Yan. Timestamp. Okay, from Jason. I appreciate that request. Best effort. I'll try to do that in all of my videos moving forward because, as you know, I myself am studying and I cross-reference my insights when the market closes. I go back to it. So I try to cross-reference it with how the market actually performed and really understand whether we are accurate in our analysis or not. So that's the main reason actually why I started vlogging, why I started doing this, because I want to document my thoughts and really want to understand if my technical analysis is starting to be on point. There you have it. And thank you as well for JTAG. Thanks for the insights, he said. Yeah, so some of these have already been shared earlier today. Okay, let's get started. I think I have enough requests that I can cover in this episode. Okay, so let's talk about Dito. Let me add now. So I have Dito now, PNB Mag, TEL, CNPF, ALLHC, PNB MBT. Yeah, there you go. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so I was, as I was saying earlier, ang ganda, 11% increase. Ang problema lang, kasi if you know Dito really has a tendency to, for the stock to take profit really quickly, right? So, don't expect, just manage your expectations, right? Manage your expectations in the event there will come a day that it will retrace because as you know, we just had a breakout. The breakout previously happened around this level. Okay, around this level there was a breakout, and then here again, because there was a short-term support that happened here, I mean in a short-term time frame, there was a support here. So still a breakout of that level. Where could we land next in terms of our resistance? So we have a clearer picture. What we can do here is, ayan, this one, 556 on a weekly time frame. It gives you a clearer picture as to where a stock could actually have their support and resistance. And at this point, with a weekly chart, it's clearer. This used to be a resistance over here. There was a week where you had that, and then this used to be a support, and that's the nearest. So I'm thinking we might have some more opportunities to push the price higher. The volume is still present right there. Foreign buying present as well. So I'm just thinking in the coming days there will be some more buying sentiment. It will still push the price higher. Although as we go higher and higher, just try to probably lock in some profit because um, we really have no control. Sometimes all of a sudden, big institutions might just be taking profit, and then price would go down and the rest will follow. So 5.56 for now. Let's manage it a day at a time. 5.56 is the nearest resistance. That's super promising. I think all of your portfolios are looking good right now. A lot of you guys, imagine this, 14,000 people traded this stock today. Not people, I mean, when we say trades, 14,000 trades there. That doesn't mean it's 14,000 people. One person can have multiple trades in just one market day. So it could be a buying and selling. So probably we could only have around 7,000 people there actually who are trading actively today. So there you have it. Just in the event this price, okay, the reason why I'm plotting my support over here is because you have that gap here. So we really have no control as to how long does it take for the stock to revisit 449. But this has been a tested and proven movement. Whenever there is a gap, normally price would revisit that area and fill the gap before it goes up again or it goes down. Either way, wherever the sentiment is. But for as long as there is a gap, price will revisit to close the gap. It's just a matter of time. Sometimes it happens within the day. That's why you will have long wicks. A wick either to the upside or down below. Okay, let's take a look at now though. How did now end? Okay, so a slight increase. So this is another example of really closing the gap. I think when I did my live, by the way, today, so I woke up really early. So this is an example of filling the gap that happened within the day. As you can see here, it ended around 3:20 yesterday. And then at the start of the market, when the market opened, there was a big jump in the price. It opened around 328, but within the day there was fluctuation, and then it even closed the gap. That's why you have that wick. That means within the day it closed that gap, and then it pushed the price higher again. Now, what I can say here is that yes, there could be some more push in the price going up. But with the way the candlestick has formed today, I'd say we might only have a few more before it goes down again or retrace. So I'm plotting this key level as our resistance for now. We might see an increase, but it's very near. Okay, so that could be a bounce. So this is your nearest resistance, and for now, I'm plotting 2.94 as our nearest support, just in case the price revisits down. When it does that, that's not a good sign now, because this and this now becomes your lower high. And when you have a lower high, we know what that is. That's a basic component of a downtrend. And then when it goes down, it's either it will just drop within the same range or it will create a lower low. And if it does a lower low, this is actually the next stop that I see would be 2.68, which is your MA20 area. Okay, again, we have to observe because you're halfway there. Price could still push higher, but the nearest resistance I see at the moment is 360. Now, if it goes down, chances are one of these days, probably within the week, it could revisit 292 and then bounce up again. If it breaks, then it will create now a lower low at 268. The next stock is PNB. PNB. Okay. So that green candlestick was actually it revisited the support. We're still at the support area. Probably it's just strengthening the support level at this point. 2320 is the area I am looking at. Slightly lower than what we have here, but it's because it's an area, and I see price stopping at this level for several days, so I'm plotting that as our support area. So if you believe in the fundamentals of PNB, though it might, it might be moving very slowly at this point, but when everyone recovers in the banking sector, then chances are the next course of action here is for the price to move higher. 23.20 is the area I am looking at as our support. Let's take a look at MEG. As for MEG, okay, we now have a bounce. Although currently your MA20 is there as a barrier, it's acting as a resistance. For the second day, it has just stopped right at that level. So let us see if it will, if it will break that area. So far, slowly, not that steep as of yet. The uptrend is starting to manifest slightly higher than the previous low over here. So you now have a much higher low. But we have to observe this MA20 because this is currently what's stopping us from moving up. Now, if let's say tomorrow it continues to push the price higher, and if you just want to quickly trade this, you have an upside of around 5% to the nearest resistance. So it's up to you if you want to just trade and do quick trades here. You have a potential of 5.41%. But if you want to wait a little longer, so far we are heading towards that direction now. We are slowly showing some early signs of recovery because it's now starting to move up. Okay, let's see where are we at in terms of our RSI. We're fast approaching the 50 level, so that could be a sign. So the nearer you are in this support or ascending support line that I plotted here, the better. But just be extra careful, when that line is not respected and it goes lower than that. Before you even click the button to buy, know your threshold. How far or how deep am I willing to take? Am I willing to put my risk here? Okay, so that's the support area. The next one is TEL. As for TEL, TEL is still profit taking. Profit taking is not over. Let's see if it'll continue to drop around 1,298. This is the area I am looking at. So still a very strong company here, definitely is, as well as it gives out a consistent dividend for its stockholders or shareholders. So most of the time, people who engage in this stock are long-term investors. So there you have it. I think it's averaging around 6% if I'm not mistaken. 39 times 4 if it's giving out quarterly. 39 times 4 divided by 1353. I wait. 39 times 4 times 4. Is it 39? Okay, around that level. 2 1 2 3 4. Let's say 36 times 4, 144, and let's say you bought it at 1353. 10%. Promising, I have the right computation, right? So I added, let's say I buy one share. One share is 1,353, for example. And I stay there for one whole year. And in a year, I receive a possible dividend of 4 times 36. 4 times 36. Tama. Divided by 1353. 10%. Ang galing. I just realized this. Ang galing 10% din pala siya. So, kung dividend lang ang habol mo, and just stick to it for a long time, TEL is actually at a promising area right now because it has already dropped so much. And who knows, in the future, it could be more. And mas maliit pala before. May 49 din sila. So imagine that. It has already dropped a lot. So imagine if you got this from here. It's now 30%. Tama ba? Ayan, 40% drop siya, oh. 62% drop pala. So this is at a very, very discounted level. So guys, this is a channel that does not hype. I actually have a position in Dito, but I see also the beauty of the setup of TEL right now. If you're just going to look at it in a long-term perspective, as for passive income, dividend play, because they give out dividend on a regular basis. Okay, so there you have it. For now, I'd say just hang in there. You can get this. I feel like you can get this at a cheaper level still. Next is CNPF. CNPF has rejected at the MA20 area. Okay, so just be extra careful. This might have just established a lower low. A lower high. There you have it. So each time it gives us a bounce, it's much lower than the previous bounce there. So we might see another drop, and in this case, it might give us a lower low this time, especially because there's a consolidation that happened right at this level, which now could act as a possible support. So maybe what you can do is just wait, because you might be able to get it at a cheaper level. Look at that. This used to be a resistance as well. By the way, this one too gives out a dividend. Interesting. Okay, there you have it. Just stay on the sidelines for now for CNPF, because you can still get this at a lower level. ALLHC also. Let us see. Let's measure this. This could also mean a possible bounce. If you're going to use a Fibonacci, saan tayo magpa-plot? Dito tayo. Dito na lang tayo, short term. Yan. From a consolidation right at this level, attempting to show some weakness, it might drop and bounce at this area. Okay, there might be a chance that it'll revisit this level. Pwedeng hanggang dito siya, 229. Pwedeng hanggang dyan. Who knows? It could happen within just a day kasi ang hahaba ng mga wick nila, oh. So it might just drop there within the day and then push the price higher. So maybe what you can do, if you're a big believer of the stock, enter around 2.29 if the market gives us a chance at that level. In the meantime, just take a look at this. There's a foreign buying that happened. So that's another good sign. Okay. Lastly, for MBT. MBT over here, still showing as a green with 172 million on foreign buying. Volume is also looking really healthy at this point. There you have it, much higher now. And still triggering the upper band. Okay, so I bet a lot of you guys have already entered and already have a position right here. So let's just see what happens around the 40 level. Short term wise, that is the nearest resistance I see at the moment. Reason being is this and this. Okay, 40.18. Okay, there you have it, guys. Good luck again. I'm so excited for you all in tomorrow's market performance. Slowly, although the index is not really looking good at this point, but there are a lot of stocks that you guys have identified and have requested that are really showing some promising setup. So thank you for that. I think I'm not endorsing or anything, but just really giving out my thoughts here based on what I see in the chart. But majority of them, those stocks that I already talked about, a lot of them are also showing promising setup at the moment. Okay. In the meantime, thank you. If you have not subscribed to our channel yet, I'd like to invite you guys to hit the subscribe and button, and then hit the notification bell so you're always updated whenever I have new videos. Thank you, and bye bye for now.